EA Sports. It's in the game.
My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. It's shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coupes, oh no, no. Number 2, MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
Here we go.
You can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? Chose an athlete, competition never matched. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't
Here we go. Lady!
The way with my crew coming through. What I do?
What's this on?
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
Case on the news.
Done! 180! Done! Here we go. 120! What is that? Go. 280! Here we go. 180! What's that? Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! What's that? Done! 280! Done! Here we go. 180! Hold on! 120.
What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
What's this on?
In the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality. Now
Here we go. Blue 80.
say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my bros be losing heart when you was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat
Here we
you
go,
how you
Pac-Man.
treat me.
180.
Like how
What's
it
that?
tastes. Shawty, you's a loser. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight.
Done.
Me and Craig
Blue 80.
had to watch
Hold
for
on.
the Jakes. On the road, it's been crazy. I get paid on the show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving. Never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems.
Here we go. What's that?
When the game, we all out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change
Go.
my
180.
habits.
What's this on?
What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it
Here we go.
happen.
Done.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Hold on. Here we go, Pac-Man. What's this on?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Done. What? Hold on.
ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Here we go. Blue 80. What's that? Go. Hold on.
This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement, people wanna know.
What's that?
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Blue 80. What's this on?
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show.
Done. Blue 80. Done.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it.
Here we go. Hold on.
Pass to your receiver. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate.
What's this on?
And you know we can't wait. Spin A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals realign, remove it all simultaneously. Over joints is right. We earn the year, so you can say drive off the board, unlike you. Your chest man, we installed doubt in you and your yes man. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all ground. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Let's focus our attention on the offensive line and Brandon Sheriff, the first-round pick in 2015. In fact, the first lineman taken at number 5 overall.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to...
It's caught at the 10.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to go up, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Everson Griffin picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action now. Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go.
And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd down, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We got it, we got it. Big gas. Let's go.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st. Down, but it winds up incomplete. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Prescott's pass intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This will be taken at the 10. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Reuben Foster picks it. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38.